What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay's Coins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. And today, we're going to be talking about two stocks that are up over 100%. Yeah, two stocks that are up over 100%. Not cryptocurrencies. These aren't degen gains. These aren't even options trades on these stocks. These are straight up, if you would have bought this stock in November and then sold it today, you would have made at least 100% on two different stocks we're looking at today. And they are huge companies. These aren't little tiny biotech companies. These aren't micro caps you need to do hours of research to find. These are companies that you probably interact with almost every single day. So, before we get into the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below what you think real quick the two stocks will be that we're talking about in this video today. And, before we start the video, I have to give a shout out to my man Keenan Grace. Honestly, he is such an inspiration, and the admiration and gratitude I have towards him and just the culture he breeds on his channel is amazing. If you guys didn't know, he's a finance YouTuber as well. He is like almost at 500,000 subscribers, so go check him out. I'll show you his channel right here. This is his channel, guys, Keenan Grace. I'm not affiliated with him in any way or anything like that. I'm just a part of his, as you can see, the red bar. I've seen, all of his recent videos because I've watched him for quite some time, and he's really helped me out with a lot of different things, obviously in the financial space and everything he does, but as a YouTuber and, just one-on-one, man-to-man kind of questions that are a little difficult to find being a content creator. And, there's always weird things when content creators ask another content creator how they do certain things, because, a lot of people want to hold the tricks of their trade to themselves, so that way you need to go through them to access it, because that's job security, you know what I mean? Why teach a man to fish if you can catch him fish and sell it every time? You're going to not want him to know how to fish so you can keep that money going if that's the type of person you are. Keenan is absolutely not. And, he made a crazy good call today, made $1,000 on the SPY, went up 100% on a call option on the SPY on live trading. Like, he was on his Discord live, literally live streamed in real time, and this man, his batting average is insane. I've never seen someone win so much trading on live as I have him. So I tweeted out and said that, at this point, Keenan Grace has got to be the greatest live trader on YouTube. If you don't know, this is my Twitter, Real Clay's Coins. Go follow me over there. He responded and just said, "Damn, thanks for that, big dog. I'm humbled and honored." I'm humbled and honored to be in the position where I can interact with people in the same sphere as me, and especially people with so much knowledge to share like he does. So this has been completely off topic, but I definitely wanted to say, if you guys don't watch his content already, go check him out. He has so much useful information. He was a former teacher, so he's very good at articulating a lot of stock market terminologies and relaying them in a very palatable, easy to digest way, which is an incredibly difficult skill when you're talking about some of the linguistics of finance. So definitely go give him a subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. Checking up on Bitcoin real quick, because this is a crypto channel after all, and Bitcoin is correlated with the stock market now, so, it just makes sense. We're currently sitting at a price of $23,802 at the time of this recording. Just dropped to $23,799. We're really fighting for that 24K mark, and I did want to show you guys this, though, because this is looking at the weekly candles. Obviously, things are different because we're having this huge pop. However, even with this pop, and you can see the tops of these wicks being pushed down, we are technically in kind of a descending channel. Do I think we'll stay in this? No. I think we will burst through this, and we'll definitely test that $26,000 resistance point for Bitcoin, which is going to push the entire crypto market up, because at any given time, Bitcoin is worth like 40 to 45% of all of the market cap of crypto combined. So to see this rise up and then have a correction possibly isn't out of the realm of possibility. I expect us to go right around here, right around where this wick was pushed down. We had this big drop off in June of last year, around the 26.5 mark. That's what I do expect us to hit soon. However, when in doubt, zoom out is a great phrase, because if you were looking on the hourly candle, it would look like we're in this monumentous rise up and there's no turning back. We are in a huge rise up. However, just this rise up still hasn't put us higher than we were in August of last year, which wasn't that great of a time period. So always be wary, always do your own research, and definitely check out. And one of the phrases Keenan likes to use is trade with the charts, not your hearts. Just because you want to feel a certain way about the way the market is doesn't necessarily mean that that is how the market is. However, it doesn't matter what you're feeling about this stock, because oh my gosh, between earnings, the Fed, the entire market sentiment right now, the advances in technology and AI systems, Meta, who everyone wrote off when they changed their name from Facebook to Meta and rebranded, and now Meta is the parent company who owns Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Quest VR, different things like that. I believe it's Quest. It's whatever the Oculus brand formerly was before they sold to what is now known as Meta. A little while ago, they had a deal with thousands of universities across the world to put Oculus VR headsets inside of their campuses and to give them for students for remote learning, so that, I mean, think of it. Think of how cool learning would be if you were studying archaeology, but, say there's a global you-know-what that's preventing people from traveling. You can just put your headset on, and then now you're in the pyramids in Egypt going through archaeological sites and digging up different fossils and stuff like that. It's in artifacts. It would be an incredible tool for different things. Imagine you want to be an astronaut, and you can put on a headset and start to experience some of the vast openness of space and get an idea of like moving around the International Space Station and what that looks like. You can familiarize yourself with so many different things that you necessarily wouldn't be able to do without it. And when I saw that, the fact that they're getting in with colleges, because I don't know if you guys have ever taken out a loan for college, but they're not freaking cheap, and the money that colleges make is insane. So anyone doing deals with someone who makes a lot of money is probably going to be a pretty profitable, it's going to be a good deal. It's going to be a great investment. Both Mark Zuckerberg and universities know what they're doing when it comes to making money. So Meta Platforms flying up like this has been the absolute perfect storm in the best way for them. And I wanted to show you guys, because if you take we're on the weekly candles right now, so every single one of these candlesticks is a week. Yeah, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick maths. 8 straight weeks of ridiculous growth, and realistically the first 7 were probably about as large as this last one. We have had a huge pop. Meta Platforms is currently sitting at a price of $189.83, fighting for that $190 at the time of this recording. It is currently up 24% on the day. 24% in the last 24 hours. That is insane for a stock, especially of the size of Meta Platforms. And look at this. We're going to zoom in on this chart just so we can get an exact time frame for you guys. So Thursday, November 3rd, it appears we had the lowest throughout our entire bearish cycle. Obviously, we're not out of the water yet, but for what it appears right now, that was the worst day. Compared until now, at the time of this recording, February 2nd, we're talking about a 117% increase on Meta Platforms. An increase of from $88.51 to, at the time of this recording, we're currently looking at about $190. That is insane. $100 move on a stock that was $88 that is worth billions of dollars. This is not a tiny little market cap. This is not something you're waiting on a financial takeover or some sort of regulation to be put through so you see a jump. This is Facebook. I mean, this is Meta. You guys use it. More than likely, almost every person watching this video uses either Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp every single day. And if you don't, I guarantee you know someone that uses almost all of those, if not all of those, every single day. This is nothing new. Meta is not a risky bet that you have to make. This is why building a foundation with solid companies that have values that you believe in is going to pay off in the long term. It's not financial advice. It's not an indication to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency, stock, NFT, or investment opportunity talked about in this video or on this channel, because this is all for educational purposes only. But I mean, guys, it's just crazy to see something like Meta fly up this month and also fly under the radar. Looking over at Tip Ranks, which is a free-to-use site you guys can check out, Wall Street analysts are giving this 12-month stock forecast at $191. Guess what? We're already there. We're sitting at $190 in real time, up 24% on the day. If you would have bought Meta stock last night and then sold it right now, you would have already made $36 per share. Per share. This is crazy, guys. I'm telling you, I almost never. Let me know in the comment section down below, when's the last time you've seen me make a video on stocks? It's been a long time, and I had to with this. You'll see why with the next one more, but I mean, Meta is just crazy with everything going on. I think the VR potential has a lot it really opens the doors for a lot of blockchain gaming, Web3, NFT games, different things like that. I think VR is very, very close to getting us more into the metaverse and that sort of gaming idea. But when you look at the highs that some Wall Street analysts are giving it, we're talking about a $275 high in the next 12 months. The average is $191.35, which we've already blown out of the water, and the low is $102. That's higher than we were in November. So we're looking at a low higher than what we were in November, and a high of even more than what we are at right now, which is just insane. Obviously, this is not a crystal ball. This is not, as many people would say, this is not a Nancy Pelosi prediction, and hopefully it won't be a Jim Cramer prediction either, because one of those is always right and one of those is always wrong, and it's pretty hard to see why, because one of them isn't really supposed to trade, and the other one's supposed to be like giving financial advice, but for some reason, their investment decisions and their track record is kind of opposite of what you would believe it is. So next up, of course, this is where, it makes sense. Meta's the tech company. I'm a crypto channel mostly, investment finance, not financial advice channel, but Coinbase. Does it get more crypto than that? Does it get more mainstream crypto than Coinbase? I guess you could probably argue crypto.com might be more mainstream now because of the stadiums, the arenas, the brand deals, different things like that. But Coinbase, most people, when they're getting into crypto, download an app like Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, Binance. Most of the time in the US, it's Coinbase. Let me know in the comments section down below, what was the first app on your phone you used to trade cryptocurrency? Coinbase, which a lot of people said was dying, is up. We'll do the same little trick we just did with Facebook. Take our little measuring tool. I already have a line right here, solidifying the bottom because, it's always good to identify your own personal hell, I guess. And if we bring that up from Friday, January 2023, this is why I really wanted to show you guys this one, because the last stock was from November. If you would have bought in November, this would have made you a bunch of money. Hindsight's always 20/20. No one likes a Monday morning quarterback telling you all the things you should have done in the past that you can't change now, but they have never have any advice for what you should do in the future. November to January, or technically now February, is a long time in the sense of, oh, how did you not see this quick flip, or something like that, you know what I mean? It's not that long in the term of a stock market cycle, but it can seem longer to people who are trying to get the quick gains. And, in comparison to this, which has run up 154% since January 6th. January 6th, in less than 1 month, a stock worth billions has gone up 150% from a price of $31.50 to a price of $80 at the time of this recording. We're talking about a stock that is worth a crazy amount, that is a household name, doubling in less than a month. And I don't see anyone talking about it. This is crazy. Disclaimer. Does this mean jump into Coinbase right now? You guys know how I feel about that. No. Why would you try to jump in right now? If you think you can see this amount of growth in less than a month, and then you're going to jump in and buy this top up here, and then ride another wave up, I got some bad news for you. You might have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. However, people do get struck by lightning. It's not impossible, but the chances of it happening are very, very low, guys. So, definitely Note this. Note that things like this can happen. Note the environment that was around when things like this happened. Note in your, book of disciplines or whatever you want to call it, your little journal, the sentiment of the market, certain catalysts that happened in the news or on the technicals, whatever happened that you can point to as an indicator and say, when this happened, it suggested that this would happen, and it did. When something like that happens consistently, it's no longer a coincidence, it's more of something that you could identify as a program or a system. At least a very good, solid indication. So, notate things like this. Don't just jump right in, because we're going to take a look at what Wall Street analyst thinks Coinbase's 12-month forecast is. Keep in mind, give them a couple days to update these, but, we're talking about a crazy run-up we've seen, so let's take a look. So as of right now, the average Wall Street analyst says that the 12-month forecast is $55.60. We're already so far ahead of that. At market open, we were above that at a current price of $78.85. We're looking at a solid $23 higher than the average market analyst would suggest that we would be at, but we do have a high of $120. We also have a low of $30 because, as you guys know, many people on Wall Street are in the traditional legacy finance sector, and many people on Wall Street don't want to lose their livelihoods to cryptocurrency. What's one way to prevent that? Stopping the spread of crypto. How do you stop the spread of crypto? You stop the people who are attempting to spread it to the masses. Who's spreading it to the masses? Coinbase Global. Even when they tell you your stock can't survive, your company's not doing well, even though, you read these reports about the fact that no one's using Coinbase and blah, 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 and then you look and everyone you talk to has a Coinbase account and uses it. Things like that should catch your eye of maybe there's a little bit of propaganda going around. Maybe the Motley Fool isn't always hitting home runs with their nonsense articles, just absolutely fudding crypto as much as they possibly can. Coinbase Global, do I think we'll see 55? No. Do I think we'll see 120? Maybe, but I would say a more reasonable estimate over the next little bit is seeing a fight for that $100 mark right around there. And if we do, who knows? Because if we start seeing a huge, huge crypto rally, and I'm not talking about 5,000 onto Bitcoin. I'm not talking about 10,000 on Bitcoin. If we start seeing a crypto rally up to 40K, 50K Bitcoin again, you are going to see Coinbase and other stocks similar to it absolutely explode. You want to talk about a moonshot? You want to talk about potential and something I am long on? Coinbase. It's one of the only exchanges that has stuck around. Yes, they've had issues. They've also been very transparent with dealing with those issues, which a lot of corporations and exchanges especially have not been, and it's caused them to go under with a bunch of debt out of nowhere that no one had any idea about it except everyone who was working there, like Enron all over again, i.e. FTX and Voyager. Apparently, no one had any idea, all the employees there, that they were $500 million in debt, or whatever it was. Something insane, because that's just something you don't realize when you're working at a company dealing with money, is how much money your company is hemorrhaging. Allegedly. I just wanted to bring you guys this because these are a couple stocks that I cannot believe, with the size of the stocks, with the size of the companies, that they are having pumps like this, and I'm not seeing my YouTube feed flooded with stuff like this. Obviously, do your own research. This is not financial advice. You guys know that stuff. But definitely keep your eye out on similar stocks to these because there's going to be some sympathy pumps. Alright guys, that's going to be everything for the video today. I apologize because the last video I completely forgot. To be honest, I didn't even record my last video until 11 p.m. I worked all day, had to bring my boys to wrestling practice. After wrestling practice, I myself went to the gym for about 2 hours. Came home. I was going to play some Battlefield 2042, which is pretty good. Let me know if you guys play Battlefield. And they just did a huge patch and updated and incorporated the classes, updates and stuff like that. Obviously, this has nothing to do with crypto, but I've been playing it a decent amount when I can, and it's pretty fun. I have a good time with it. Add me if you guys want. I play Xbox, so Clay's Coins YT, like YouTube. Add me on, I have the same logo on Xbox. I can't imagine there's too many Xbox finance scammers asking you to send money to on Cash App for some Nigerian prince or whatever. So you shouldn't have to worry about a bunch of fake accounts with my logo or anything like that. Clay's Coins YT, if you guys want to add me on Xbox, I'll be happy to play some games with you guys. But, I was going to play some Battlefield, hang out and chill, and then I just got the feeling of like, man, I gotta make a video. The market's going crazy. I gotta do it. I'm feeling that YouTube energy again, guys. It's been so long, but I love it. And then I get to the outros of my videos, and I just rant for you guys. So the fact that you stick around is amazing to me. So put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below. As you guys know, stay hydrated, stay safe, take care of yourselves, make some good choices, go out there and make some money. Thank you, guys.